Trust me when I tell you, you do not want problems with your sewer line. You'll be living in a world of really bad stuff. And you know something? It's important to maintain your sewer, to know the condition of your sewer line, get those clogged drains fixed properly. And with us is Brad Apple. He kind of educates us all the time when he's on the show. He's with Time Plumbing and Heating, and he wants to talk about sewer line maintenance and sewer line repair.
You bet.
So now what you've laid out here is basically a make-believe sewer line. This is the ground. Underneath the ground is this sewer line we can see. And what he wants to talk about is how to maintain it and how to find out what your problems are and how to keep it clean, right?
You bet.
All right, give us a start. What's the first thing you do? You're called and they say, Brad, we have a problem.
Well, if they're having a problem, it can be any number of things from greases, roots, collapsed sewer lines, any number of things.
So you need to go probing.
So we go in and we'll clean the line, get it opened up, and if it's a soft core in the sewer line from greases, we can do a grease treatment with something like Big Orange. It's an industrial strength degreaser. It breaks down the greases in there so you can get a good clean.
Now this is not something you can just buy off the store shelves?
You can't. This is an industrial strength. This would make probably 50 or 100 quarts of regular strength stuff. So
you
it's
use this to try to break through. You try to do the least amount first.
Yes.
Okay, and then what?
Then if they've been having ongoing problems or whatever, we can go in with a camera, see what's going on in their sewer line.
And that's what you do here.
You bet.
Let's look at it. The camera is really just a little camera on the end of a spring, right?
Yes.
And you have different sizes, different cameras. Let's talk about that. You go to the access. Where do you usually find access?
And it's going to be, hopefully there's a clean out that you can just unscrew to get into the line. If not, sometimes we have to pull a toilet to get access. But just so you can get into the sewer line that's having the problem.
Now, let's look at what you find, because isn't this right here what you're going to see?
Yes.
Oh, yes, look at that.
And as we're cameraing it and we get our camera and clear this there, okay. And as we're going down, we're going to see some different things in the sewer line. Here we simulated some cracks so that we can see what's going on, or you can tell if you've got cracks. If they're inside the house by the foundation, you can actually have foundation problems from either collapsed lines or cracks. If you're going down, another thing we run into very heavily is roots in the sewer line.
Very good simulation. So you'll actually see roots in the line.
Yeah,
right?
and we can cut probably 80 to 90% of those out with blades. You always leave little
And then how do you know when you have a real big problem?
And then if you go beyond this, a lot of times we'll start running into either mud or in the mud itself. Sometimes we can start running into
that
worms.
tells you you found a little critter in there. So does he get paid for this show? That tells you that you have a break.
Absolutely.
Okay,
if you see worms in there or a collapsed sewer line or mud in there, you've definitely got a break.
Okay. And do you do that repair too?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know how to do you know how to spot where that break is so you don't have to do the whole yard, or do you recommend you replace the whole thing? How do you handle those? Everyone
is individual. If there's just one break in the sewer line, we can do the repair at one spot and just do a repair, and their sewer line's back just in great condition. If they've got multiple problems, we can go ahead and replace the whole sewer line from the house to the street. We can give them options. Sometimes there's one major spot where we can dig up and put in a clean out at that spot, get rid of the major problem and help the situation. But it just depends on each home with each sewer line, basically.
Okay, now here's what's really important. You don't want to wait till you have a problem. If you have slow drains, isn't that a sign of something?
Something's not right.
Or smells.
Correct.
Smells could be something minor, but it could be something major.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys will check them out, and you'll check out the sewer line. What about regular maintenance? What if you don't have problems? Should you have maybe a cleaning every now and then, or leave it alone?
You know, it depends. If it's never been cleaned, it's probably a good idea to get someone out and clean it just for maintenance reasons. A lot of sewer lines can go 10 years without ever having any problem.
So basically, if you're not having a problem, don't mess with it?
You know, that's a tough one, because if you got roots starting to grow in, the bigger they get, the more damage you're going to do to the line. So if you do have some smaller roots, it's good to get those cleaned out when they're young.
So if let's say you're moving into an older home, or you've been in a home and never had it cleaned, would you say 10 years, 20, 15, what? If you've never had it
If you've never had it cleaned, for maybe 10 years would be good on that.
So 10 years
to see what's going on with it, or if you do get into some heavy roots or whatever. And if you do get into heavy roots, you can treat it with a root killer that kills the roots so they won't continue to grow.
Okay, now, so you do have a special offer for those who might be buying a house or those who haven't had anything looked at for 10 years or more. They want to get an idea, or especially if they have a problem, they need to call you right away.
Yes.
And that special offer is this: only $19 to camera inspect your sewer line. $19, and that is available at Time Plumbing, a camera inspection of the main line for just $19. That's a $200 value. And remember, it's good for the next 20 customers.
And we're happy to do it because we work hard at making our customers happy.
That's why I recommend Time Plumbing.
And your viewers won't be disappointed with our camera sewer line inspection for only $19, as long as there's good access. Has anyone mentioned our new interactive website yet?
Not yet. Why don't you?
Sure, I'd love to. It's easy and fun to use, with a lot of great, helpful information. There's answers to plumbing and heating questions, all kinds of sales, discounts, and fun stuff. It's simple. Just go to 303plumber.com. That's 303plumber.com. Oh, and remember, we'll fix it right, day or night. Time to go.
And once again, that's 303-PLUMBER, 303-758-6237, or online at 303plumber.com.
Remember our number, 303 Plumber. Remember our number, 303 Plumber.